Hey guys, this is the first draft for the
Jacked
Jacked
Up
Up
Gaming.
Gaming. It's a group. Me, Tyler, Shyler is with me, and
So,
our other friend John isn't here at the moment.
but he will be in more videos
Yeah,
coming in the future.
but this is just going to be a Shadows over Innistrad draft.
Alright, looks like
Yeah. Okay, we opened awesome red.
I'd say we take Recruiter.
This is
Recruiter's
a bomb.
awesome. Well, yeah.
Where's Recruiter? It's him.
Yeah. He searches for creatures. He's
That's the
awesome.
thing, even the vanilla version of this kills him. And it's a... How can you pass that? Honestly.
So, Absence Judgment, it's 2 damage for just the normal thing without
Yeah,
madness.
yeah, and then if you can madness it, it's just
X
a straight
damage?
up bomb.
You
That's
know what?
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, that's probably the pick. But definitely second, Dust Watcher.
Yeah, Duskwatch Recruiter would probably be my pick otherwise, but it's just so much better of a card to first pick.
I just always go to Dust Watcher Recruiter because I saw how good it was in the Pro
Yeah,
Tour
yeah,
and stuff. I'm like, I want it.
He's way better in constructed, but
I mean, even limited, he's
even
still
limited,
a huge thing.
he's awesome.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. Okay.
Yeah, Ghostway. How do we feel
Second
about
pack.
one-sided
Ghostway's not good in limited. Good combat
We
trick.
could
Good
go
combat trick.
Red-green stompiness with Obsessive Skinner, maybe?
Yeah, we could.
The Duelist?
We could go. What?
Like red-green stompiness with the Skinner or the Duelist.
Yeah,
maybe?
I'm seeing Duelist, Skinner, Sleep Paralysis here. We could even consider the Puncturing Light. That's a sweet combat trick.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'd say.
what do you think, Shyler?
Will this pack come back? Because we might get one of these things back. Being the slight sleep paralysis, maybe.
We could just completely cut red out of this pack, so
yeah,
because that's kind of a that's
armor.
not a very good red card. And then there's sleep paralysis, which is more removal, and then Skinner is just great on his own.
I would say the Duelist or the Puncturing Light. I think I would go with the Puncturing Light to keep on with the removal.
Yeah. Puncturing Light.
We just draft like removal and stuff.
Reaper is great. We opened a few really sweet green cards.
However, Uncaged Fury killed me several times yesterday.
Is a pretty awesome combat trick. So keep taking combat tricks and removal spells.
Maybe.
For now,
what's that Reaper?
The Ox is actually really awesome. Most of the time, he's a 3/5 with Vigilance.
Yeah.
For 4, which is great. Hinterland Logger is another great card.
Of course, we could always.
We're not married to any.
We could always just take the Vessel too, honestly. Just in case we take Delirium. Then we have a way of.
Yeah, but we're not really in Delirium yet, so I don't know if that's the.
We might want to look for some madness.
Yeah.
Things.
I don't know if I'd put this higher than Fury or Ox right now, which are both in our colors and both really solid.
I'd say the Ox is probably
yeah.
That or the Reaper might be.
And then maybe we yeah, the Reaper's even awesome. Should we? No.
Oh, I guess it's the Ox.
We ran out of time. We talked too much. Tenacity I've seen do a lot of work.
We could take another red removal spell.
We could take another red room.
It's a sort of removal spell that
it's super hard to turn on. That's not even good. You have to first of all you have to goat them into double blocking, which is hard in limited, unless you have something huge.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Tenacity, the Fox. We do need creatures too.
The Sanguinary Mage is cool since we are most.
Courier's cool.
We could have Prowess be a thing in red-white, so we could take the Sanguinary Mage. To get
right now, it's between this and this for me.
Yeah, I think.
And Tenacity. I mean,
I think it's either the Tenacity or the Fox because either a big hitter or something pump creatures. I think it's the Fox though. Oil Drown Yard Temple. No, we don't take that.
We don't want that. There's another Ox.
I say maybe the True Fate
Center is pretty good.
That
just
or
in
another
case
ox.
we get some humans.
Or we just switch to black and
Vigilance
go
is huge.
red black madness. Just kidding. We don't do that.
No, we do need to pick up some madness in enablers later.
Yeah,
Oh, probably.
I think it's just equipment.
Yeah, the sensor's awesome. It gives vigilance. Vigilance is great in limited. Breakneck Rider.
Yes.
We're already in red. I'm
Other
not
things
really,
that I would consider would be that.
I mean, I might consider this to activate the madness, but
I would say if we
Rider's
had
just
more
solid.
vampires at this point, the aristocrat would be okay. But
Yeah.
and also, that is one thing I can't believe they didn't include that for flavor reasons
In the
in the aristocrats deck.
Because I don't think that they can include.
It's a sack outlet.
I
It
don't
could have
think they
worked.
can include anything for flavor reasons because it's the Pro Tour. Like they
But
have to.
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Aristocrats unless you have aristocrats in it. It's the whole point of it. I know it's the point of it was creatures that sack and trade or sack for value, but still.
Seeing another fox. Hope against hope.
Having
and
two foxes is
two
good.
foxes is pretty good. And then this also gives vigilance.
That hope against hope is really the best when you have humans, though. But we do have one.
We have one human. Hopefully we get more.
Yeah, and especially in this set, it's easier to get humans.
Yeah, it is.
I say we just take hope against hope because we might get foxes.
Yeah, and we might get more creatures because it really depends on creatures. Here's a great
Neonate.
madness inhibitor.
Yes.
I mean, what's
Enabler.
Enabler. Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely the neonate here.
Definitely. Right? I wouldn't see anything else. Valerian Duelist, I would say.
Yeah. Duelist came back around. I mean, this is our pack.
Yeah.
That we opened.
Oh, it is.
Duelist came back.
Oh. Yeah, then take it.
Yeah, take the Duelist, definitely.
Wicker
this really helps with Delirium.
Well, since we might be small madness, we could maybe take the Aura too, just to pump the creatures. Because we might be pumping creatures anyway with the equipment, so having more of that wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, but equipment are just in general better than.
But Wicker Witch will kill almost anything it blocks.
Yeah, it trades up and it hits Delirium. It helps us hit Delirium.
Oh yeah, because it's artifact and a creature. So.
We picked it anyways.
Yeah. Uncaged Fury.
Now it's between the Fury and the Reaper.
This I'd definitely stay at Uncaged Fury because if we're not Delirium, there's no reason to go Delirium.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my reason.
Yeah, no, it's perfectly fine.
Sanguinary
Mage came back.
Sweetness. Now we need Ox.
Ox came back.
2 Oxes? Holy crap, this is working really well.
I'm just going to put this in the board.
Yeah. Sorry, Sword. You're not in our deck this time.
What does it even do? Okay.
I don't
sack a creature or land to draw 2 cards. 3 mana and sack a creature or land. No. Okay, we opened an Odric.
Oh, Odric, yes.
Yeah, that's definitely a pick. But I mean, there's an Uncaged Fury in the pack. There's a companion in the pack.
That came around last time, so maybe it'll come around again.
So
having 2 of those.
Most definitely picking up the Odric. I think that's a.
Yeah, that's a common thing to say between us.
No. Yes,
Fiery
maybe.
Temper. Fiery Temper.
Yeah, Fiery Temper. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see that yet.
We could maybe focus on pump spells more. Maybe.
I'd like a couple more neonates.
Yeah.
At least one more neonate or another cheap.
What is red white supposed to be?
Like just aggressive.
So yeah.
It's just really aggressive. It's supposed to be. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Whoever passed.
We were talking about being aggressive.
There we go. Really aggressive creature right there.
So yeah.
And there's another. We'll take this, but to note there's dual shot in the pack. I would also take if this wasn't there.
I would definitely take the dual shot or the. I think we have 2 Oxes. Maybe that's enough Oxes.
Yeah, that's probably. Our curve looks good.
Yeah.
Everything's like 2 and
everything
between 2 and 4.
Cheap.
A lot more one drops.
I like more ones. Yeah.
Thraben Inspectors and Neonates is what I
Thraben Inspectors, Neonates would be great.
Griffspoon, that's a good.
That's sweet.
But then the Stensia Masquerade might be cool. But we don't have
any vampires. It's really mostly only playable in the vamp deck.
Sanguinary Mage and Griffspoon.
I mean, I'm seeing Griffspoon as like the I don't see any other like real.
I would probably take Sanguinary Mage just because we have a lot of. We'll probably end up getting a lot of non-creature spells anyways.
All right.
So.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Kessig Forge Master.
Wait, I've never seen this thing. What
does it do? You've never seen it?
No, I haven't. When it blocks or becomes blocked by a creature, it deals a damage to that creature.
It's just one of the best red creatures in the format.
Oh yeah.
And
that or Neonate.
I think it's this now. I mean,
Oh, there's a Bloodseeker for more madness.
We can get Neonate later. And that.
Oh, this would be just slam the pack.
I know.
I would honestly arms that like, you could be fine with too.
I would like the Strengthen Arms, the Neonate, the Bloodseeker, or the Forge Master.
Yeah, so we can literally just take this whole pack.
Yeah, and this is also human for the sensor.
Yeah, let's take that. No need to go off on the humans. Ember Eyewolf.
Whenever I see it, another mythic, but it's kind of a lame one other than in other formats.
Such you can't take the dead weight.
I know it really sucks. I think it's Tenacity.
Yeah.
I think it's Tenacity.
I don't want to have to pay 2 mana to pump something granted Ember Eyewolf is hard to play, but
it's just Fire Breathing because usually it's 1 for +1/+0. And this time it's 2 for +2/0, so it's exactly Fire Breathing.
I think Tenacity's our pick here.
I like Tenacity.
Another thing is Strengthen Arms, so we got past another one of those.
True. Should we?
I think Tenacity's still better.
Okay.
Because it untaps all the stuff.
Ooh.
Incorrigible East.
And Neonate.
Oh, and Censor.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
So what do you think? Madness Enabler or Sweet Madness card?
Well, since we're supposed to be aggressive and everything, I always think that higher costing things are less.
I know, but it's only 3 if you can Madness it.
Yeah, but our Madness Enabler is probably
that other Neonate might come around. And we have a whole other pack.
You know what? Yeah, let's just take the youths.
I'm not.
Because it's an uncommon, it's not going to come around, really.
It's only our second 5.
Yeah.
It might even be 3.
Yeah. Neonates are common, so hopefully they'll come around. Convicted Killer, maybe.
Yeah, I'm seeing that or the Madness Enabler.
Structural Distortion. No, we don't want that.
No, we don't want that. We don't want that. I mean, what do you think?
Convicted Killer. Can you see what the other side is?
4/4. It's a 3-mana 2/2 that flips into a 4/4.
Yeah, I'd probably take that. Just because. Oh well, discarding a card and tapping a creature.
I mean, it activates Enabler.
Let's take it. We've been looking for those. So.
Yeah, might as well.
Uncaged Fury. What else do we got?
There's a Catharsis Companion of Fury. But I mean,
are we casting enough non-creatures to make that companion worth it?
Not really.
Okay, then.
14 creatures.
Uncaged Fury.
The combat tricks just add to it. I'm thinking the Chasm here.
Yeah, Chasm, probably. We don't want.
Like I said, I doubt we're going to be able to get people to double block us.
Yeah.
Other than the Wolf. But even then, the Wolf just blows whatever tries to block it out of its way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We got like creature removal covered, but yeah. Okay. Like with the Wolf and then the what do you call it?
Fire came back around.
Yes,
dual shot came back around. So we have a lot of playable cards.
Jeez.
So far we have two unplayable cards in our deck. Everything else.
Unplayable ones?
No. This we have 2 unplayable cards that we've picked.
Yeah. Everything else is up for grabs.
Yeah, everything else we have to work with. Any of these are good. Not in our deck.
Just take the green thing. I've seen people pick that. So.
Oh,
yes.
Neonate came back. Okay.
Okay.
And Devil came back. I'm not really.
I'd put that in the sideboard for now. If we need filler, we'll put it in. But I doubt we'll need it.
We're pretty well set up. I mean, I don't think anybody else is in our colors.
Yeah.
Because all that stuff.
The Wolf.
That's sweet.
The Quarry.
Look at all this. Look at all this. Throttle came.
It's Raven
Inspector.
Inspector.
Rabid Bites in here. I know.
Yeah.
Raven Inspector's in here, but the Wolf's.
But he's
great.
delirium. But a 2/2 first strike is nothing to.
Yeah, and then later he can get double strike. What do you think? We could even pick the Unruly Mob. I mean, with how many creatures we have, he's gonna get big.
Yeah. I think it's between the Wolf, Inspector, Mob. I think we could probably go without the Inspector.
Well, we might even be able to get it back or pick up another one this back.
Yeah. I think we ought to take the Unruly Mob.
Okay.
Things can get big.
Yeah, plus it works with the sensor.
Yeah, and their counters and not just until the end of the turn. Plus ones.
There's
Mad Prophet. Is it
Angelic Courage, Mad Prophet, but
Fire Temper. Yeah. We gotta take
there's Fire Temper.
Dude, this deck is gonna kill anything that is put down. Like, if we
scary.
get a wolf down and we discard anything, we can like kill whatever else is put out.
Mm-hmm.
We discard a 4-drop. I can't believe we have Odric.
27 playable cards.
Can I read Odric real quick? Is it So if we have a thing that has double strike with like Cage Fury, everything else will gain double strike.
We just got.
Yes, burn with it. Hope the duelist wheels around.
Mm-hmm.
But Odric will give everything. Since we have 2 Furies, everything can get double strike. Just like that.
Exactly.
If Odric's out. Jeez. We're at 28 main deck. What do we want to start cutting?
Well, let's wait until we finish and then start cutting.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the Fox. I'm thinking the Constable.
The Wicker Witch could probably go.
Yeah, but she's good if we want to keep playing the Oxes.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking we can cut one of the Oxes at least.
Mm-hmm.
We can probably cut one Ox. That won't hurt us too bad.
A second would not be bad either.
Forgot.
Let's see. What do we got here? Like Gargoyle.
I like the Gargoyle. You were saying.
Inspector. Yeah, I think Inspectors.
And we could probably cut the Constable for it.
Yeah.
We need to start making cuts.
I like drawing cards. Everyone likes drawing cards.
Another Neonate.
Yeah.
More
Neonate here.
Yeah, because we have 2 Fiery Tempers and Avacyn's Judgment, so we need the Neonates.
Yeah.
We might have to. You think we can cut this? The Fox? I don't know. We got to start making cuts. Chasm we can probably put in the sideboard. Just in case.
I just put that in the sideboard. I put the
Sanguinary Mages might even be able to go in the sideboard.
The Hope Against Hope might not be. Do we have a lot of humans or no? Because that's just +1/+1.
Is it just humans? No, it's creatures. Each creature you control.
I mean, for each creature we control.
Okay.
But yeah, that's huge, but still.
Okay. Whoa, but we only have one equipment.
The Machinations.
We only have one equipment. Yeah, it's perfect for a deck if it's the colors too.
Yeah.
Other considerations would be the Vessel, I think. But yeah, the Machinations is pretty good. There's not a lot. Visitor's Messenger is just a little hasty creature.
We could take another prowess thing. I don't know. We might have too much of those already.
I think we're gonna have to cut them anyways.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna end up with a bunch of creatures.
Yeah, we'll probably just end up
mostly.
Yeah. So the apparatus.
I'm saying this or this.
I take the apparatus.
Okay.
Just in case we need to kill something. More removal.
Yeah.
It's not good removal, but it's removal. Yay, Machinations. But I don't think we need to.
I don't think we need to.
Take Vessel of Ephemera.
Vessel here.
Yeah. Spirits.
And then we can probably cut the Wicker Witch now.
Dual shot.
Or
Inspector.
Or
land.
A dual land for our colors.
Yeah, I think we probably ought to.
We don't need more playables. We don't need more playables.
We're already having to cut after we get done. No, not Ox. The rushable journal.
Well, at this point, we're just cutting things because we've got all the playables that we need.
We don't necessarily care about clipwing, so we can just keep that there. What do we care about? The Ox. We'll just cut the Ox. Put it.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's playing white or red. Really.
We got another duelist. Should we just cut it?
I'd play the duelist over the sanguinary mage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can probably just put this in the board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or maybe we just take one of the bigger creatures so that we can't get blocked by them. Yeah.
Yeah, take the snapper. So we don't have to worry about that.
Just in case.
Murder's Axe. Good thing to bring in just when we... And it enables madness too. If we need it.
Do you think we cut the Wicker Witch? Because we have an enchantment now. So that's another...
Yeah, but that's artifact and creature.
I think
delirium.
We gotta cut one of them. We'll have creatures.
Yeah.
Think about it. How many creatures do we have? So this is really only gonna count for artifact.
Can we get delirium though? Really? Let's see. Most of the things we picked were instants,
land,
right?
creature, instant, sorcery. Look, sorcery, creature, artifact, enchantment. We have all the and we have instant. We have every single type.
Okay.
So we can probably cut either the Wicker Witch or the Vessel. Which one do you think?
I think Wicker Witch because I like flying creatures. But yeah, and then Sanguinary Mages probably come out. We can bring them in instead of higher costing things if we want to be quicker.
We might be able to put that in the board, and then, or maybe we just cut one of the Furies or the Tenacity. Do you think the Tenacity or one of the Furies?
I think the dual shot.
We can probably cut one Ox too.
I don't know if we want to run.
We're a little high on force.
Tenacity is +1.
Well, it's a +1/+1 lifelink, so it's like. Basically sets up a huge block and a big next for the attack, basically. But Uncaged Fury is just a huge combat trick too.
I don't know. Yeah, cut an Uncaged Fury.
One?
Yeah.
Okay. What about an Ox?
Yeah, we've got a good blocker really high. And
what about dual shot? What do you think about dual shot?
I think we could take out dual shot easily.
Okay.
And bring that in if we see a lot of tokens
Run
and stuff.
25. I'm saying we need to take out one of these 4s.
Yeah, I think it's just an Ox because we don't want to get rid of both, the Uncaged Fury and the Tenacity.
And that way we don't really need Delirium.
And that gives us 16 land, right?
Right? Yeah, it does.
Is that good
Which
enough?
is fine. Yeah, we have a lot of 1s, 2s, and 3s.
Our deck is 5 and under, so.
Yeah. Because this is really like converted mana cost wise, it's really a 1.
Yeah.
But you really want it to be like more this way.
Yeah.
Add basics, right? You good with this?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I think we need more white sources than 5.
I think most of our deck runs off of red, so
9/6. I think that looks better than 10/5.
Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 white, and
we have a lot of white stuff that we need to get out early.
But 14 red.
Think about it, we got this one card that's 1 extra of each.
Yeah. Yeah, let's try it that way. 9 and 6.
Yeah, and if we need to change it, we'll change it in between rounds.
Yeah, we can always change it. I was just like, the Coriander's tapped. It's not really the same turn you get your red mana or white mana. But you know, I guess if you don't have a 1-drop or a crucial 5-drop hit,
it's not bad.
It doesn't really matter. But
well, we picked up quite a few things that really work. We're gonna be able to hit Madness.
I sure hope we do.
We picked the 2 huge like burn bombs.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the 2 biggest bombs. I mean, we have the 3 biggest red bombs in the set. These are the 3 biggest red bombs.
5/5 for 5 is just by itself good, but then it can burn a creature.
You just hope that, yeah, definitely. Hopefully, okay. Anyways, that's it for the draft and deck construction. We'll see you guys in the rounds.